Mama Jey dimanche bu nekk si GRTS si juróom-ñaari waxtu yee genn wàll si ngoon ba si juróom-ñetti waxtu yi jamono ji programme bu xew te ànd ak jamono. Welcome to another week of the Fatu Show.
Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter what you've been through, you can make it if you believe. You've got the potentials living in you. You've got the power to succeed. You've got the power to achieve. You've got the power if you believe. Success power.
Welcome to Success Power. When it comes to building relationships, I think one of the most important things you could ever do is to forgive someone who's hurt you. Now, it may not be as easy as it sounds. It sometimes can be so difficult because our experiences have been so painful. But you know what? We practically don't have any choice. Why? People are not perfect. The people you are in relationship with, except if they are distant relationships, but the closer you get to interact with people, the more the possibility of their hurting you or making mistakes. What are you going to do? Wow. Somebody says, okay, so if I forgive, does it mean that I have to forget that this person hurt me? No. Forgiving is not essentially forgetting the past. Forgiving is letting go of the hurt. Forgiving is letting go of the pain. I have a few scars on my body, and they were wounds that I had when I was young. Now, the fact that there's a scar on your body means that at some point in time in the past, you experienced pain. But now, the pain is gone. You can feel the scar, but you can't feel the pain. That's what forgiveness is about. That you make a conscious choice of releasing a person from the responsibility of having caused you pain. You let go. Forgiveness is writing off a debt, an emotional debt. Because when someone hurts you, the person owes you. Therefore, forgiveness here does not mean that you completely forget about what happened. It just simply means that you've made the choice to let the person go. And that also releases you from the pain and the hurt that comes with remembering the event. We must forgive, because nobody is perfect. Just think about it. Starting from your family, your parents are going to hurt you. You are going to hurt your parents. Your siblings are going to hurt you. You are going to hurt your siblings. You're going to offend. You're going to make a mistake, because nobody is perfect anyway. So, if we're going to build successful relationships and live in peace, we need to make up our minds that we're going to forgive up front, since it is inevitable that human beings, not being perfect, that they will offend us or hurt us. Then we can make up our minds up front that eventually when it happens, we're going to forgive. I'm telling you, you will experience one of the highest levels of freedom on this planet. One of my mentors said to me many years ago, he said, I operate by the law of advanced forgiveness. And I said, what is that? I had never heard of something like that before. He said, listen, before you offend me, I have forgiven you. That's what I call advanced forgiveness. And you know, I thought about it and realized this will give you freedom. I mean, freedom. The fact that you know people are going to make mistakes anyway, they're going to hurt you anyway, and you've made up your mind to forgive them even before they hurt you. It's freedom. We can't do without forgiving people. If we're going to build lasting relationships, we can't do without forgiving people. You know, forgiveness is so significant that Christ said once in the Gospels that if you want to offer a sacrifice to God and you remember that you have this issue with someone, he said, leave the sacrifice there on the altar and go make up with the person who's hurting. That's interesting. I'm telling you, that just shows how powerful, how important forgiveness is. If you don't forgive, you'll be hurting. And then you'll be filled with hatred. You'll be filled with anger. And you know what? Those things drain your energy. They drain you of spiritual, emotional, mental, and even physical energy. They impact on your health. Unforgiveness can impact on your health. So we've got to learn to forgive. When we forgive, we let go of the past. When we don't forgive, we hold on to the past and we drag the past into our future. And then we allow the past to hurt our future. Some of the people that offended us and that some of us have grudges against are even dead. Yet we're holding them responsible, we're still hurting, we're still experiencing pain over what they did. And the way I describe it is that somebody who is in the grave is still controlling your life. We need to forgive. I know that to be able to forgive, we need to have the correct perspective to people and to why they do what they do. Okay? We've got to learn to be patient with people. People are not perfect. One. Secondly, people are at various levels or stages in the journey of development. Sometimes people are not as mature as we think they are. So we said in the